On February 16th, a player known as Mr. Purple Boss decided to buy the Tier 2 Champion Game Pass in hopes of using its 50% damage reduction to defeat the newly added Whitebeard World Boss, but unfortunately to him, bought this Game Pass during the window of time when the game-breaking Yen multiplier bug occurred, causing leaderboards to break and dev panic as they hurried to find a solution. After a long shutdown, they finally decided to roll the player data back to before the update came out, causing everybody to lose everything that they had gained during this time, even if you paid Robux for it. We were all promised a restore, and although it wasn't clarified what was restorable and what wasn't, Purple figured because he had bought a Game Pass and had the transaction proof that this wouldn't be an issue. Only it was an issue. Even with the aligning time frame and a screenshot of the transaction history showing that he had spent money during the window of time the bug had occurred, he was denied a restore because he didn't have a screenshot of Eskimo in his inventory. But hold on, I was told, and I even made a video on it, that if I had made a purchase that with enough proof from the transaction history that I could be restored. But all of a sudden, that's now not looking like to be the truth? I'm sorry, what are this doesn't make any sense. How are you going to tell people that you're going to restore them, not restore them if they didn't make a purchase, and then not restore the people who made purchases? What are the standards here? The answer is that there have never been any to begin with. There have never been any standards, and there still won't be any standards until it is addressed, until things change. But here's the thing, right? It doesn't even just stretch to them not restoring you even with proof. They will also just up and ban you for no reason at all. Take RNG here as an example. A former tester of the game and someone who got banned for a quote-unquote leaking information. For needed context, a friend of RNG's reached out inquiring about the new champion stats in the Valentine's Part 2 update, and he didn't think anything of it, sending them over and thinking it wasn't a big deal, only to wake up the next day with a ban from the game and his tester role removed. As it turns out, that friend sent those stats over to a YouTuber, and although it was never meant for him to see, the trail led back to him being the leaker, and Luck himself even told him that. And you might be asking yourself, Zombiey, you said he was banned for no reason, but he was clearly leaking. Only he didn't leak, as he sent this information hours after the update had been out. This was publicly released at this point, so all of these things should have been obtainable, so there was nothing to leak. Not only did he spend hundreds on this game and support the project, but he also didn't leak. You banned him for no fucking reason. Unless if these things would have never been obtainable when the update came out, there is no reason why he should have been banned for leaking, because he didn't leak. This is public information. I could have made a video on this. Like, do you even care? It doesn't feel like it. We still haven't addressed any of the things that I have talked about. You've made an announcement regarding the Q&A event talking about how things will improve, but yet we have not seen any improvements. People are still not restored, we're banning people for no reason, and it's just a big shit show. Even if you don't agree with me, I am on the community's side. Purple didn't agree with me, but what this goes to show is that even if you don't agree with me, or even if you do agree with me, is that this can happen to you too. Stop defending them and start holding them accountable. Stop being complacent and start speaking out, because when you speak out, you get loud, and when you're loud, they have to start listening to you, or else they are just ignoring you.